the end of God of High School, once again, if it wasn't for the people I know that read God of High School, I think I would leave this series a little bit more disappointed because the pacing is horrible. It is super fast for 13 episodes. The only reason why I enjoyed it was the action, and the fact that I like talked to people who explained the plot holes to me. But I think if I came in just trying to watch it off bat, I would not have enjoyed that season outside of the action. It could definitely easily be a Demon Slayer in terms of selling the hype of the action, because the story doesn't really have it there, bro. The pacing's all off.
For God of High School, pacing was redonkulous. I am not caught up in the manga, but I did like start it to a decent extent, and like I'm comparing as far as like the actual storyline and how that was going compared to like what they skipped in the anime. The best description I could go into the anime right now would simply be the whole series that they made. It was pretty much just a series trailer. Like
Right?
they didn't give a F about the story. It was all about the fight scenes, and it only really touched as far as like the true explanation on the power structure goes. But I mean, like the fight scenes were dope. So I mean, I would literally just describe the anime as just a fighting clip compilation, or just a trailer of the series as a whole. I mean, that's
AMV.
Like literally. I mean, like
so it wasn't good then.
I mean, like, it was
though. The
like,
action was fire, bro.
Right. Like if you went into the
would you
series,
say like they're not following the story of the manga?
They are, but the pacing is so bad. Like imagine if you watch Naruto and then they were just at the tuning exams. And then after they started the tuning exams, they just skipped to the Sasuke retrieval arc. Like you didn't even see them. Like they just showed you all the major fights in the tuning exams, but no backstory to what the power structure is, why the tuning exams exist. They were just like, hey, by the way, like go take these exams. And they're like, why are we taking these exams?
Nigga, that sounds trash to me.
I know, but the thing is, the action is so good. It keeps you watching each episode because the action is that decent. Like they put a lot of money into the fight scenes that you're just like, yo, what the fuck is going on? But I don't know. And like I said, if you go in fresh, it sucks. But for me, like I said, my little brother filled in the gaps because he reads the manga. So he was like, wait, they skipped this? So he pretty much filled in the gaps for me.
Don't you read it?
Bother me as much, huh?
Don't you read the manga too?
No, I don't. I'm about to start though, but he filled in the gaps for me.
So in other words, you need to read it before you watch the anime, pretty much.
If you want to understand it, without a doubt.
Yeah.
What I will say, whatchamacallit, is that I mean, like the reason why I guess it's so disappointing is that I was thinking that God of High School was gonna get as much hype as like Tower of God, you know, like it has the actual potential to be that next. I mean, I wouldn't say big three necessarily, but considering it's like a Korean show, I guess you can call it like the Korean big three, if you will.
Real quick. So just now, MDG, you were talking about God of High School, or?
Yeah, just now with the tuning exam example, that was God of High School I was talking about.
Oh, that's just decent. I know what you're talking about, Jujutsu Kaisen. Yeah, I watch God of High School. That's just decent. Never mind.
See? But did you read it too, or you just watch it?
No, I just watch it.
See, so that's what I'm saying. But there's a lot of plot holes, though, right? Like,
I definitely don't understand the powers. It does
exactly.
Really
that's what
I'm saying. I just watch it.
Introduce fucking powers, but it's dope.
And it's like if they took some more time with it, they could like progress it and actually talk about the things that they skipped over a lot. But considering like where they are right now, it's like it's just I guess a little sad. Like I could honestly see them not even like giving God of High School a second season based on how season 1 was made, if that makes sense. And that would definitely be very sad. So
I think it's getting it because I think the action carried it. But like I said, 23 episodes would have been good. Because my thing is, I hate that it was 13 episodes, yet they still found a way to fit in. I'm sure it's not technically filler, but it's a filler episode. Like the whole marriage thing with the Lubu chick, like that thing with the inheriting the sorcerer, that was a total.
I mean, like I definitely gave a filler feel. I'll feel you there, but from what I read, I don't think it is.
Yeah, no, that's what I'm saying. I know it's canon in the manga, but what I'm saying is it's still a fucking Like, if you're pacing the show and cutting shit out, cut that shit out. Like, it didn't add anything to the. You know what I'm saying? Like, we skipped over major parts of the story, major important details, but we left in the "you're about to get married to this guy, I know it's not gonna happen" episode. Like, what? Cut that shit out.
Yeah, so that was, I mean, I know I kind of went into in depth, but we can get into it deeper when we actually review the show itself. But
yeah, that's a fact. Be on the lookout for the "should you watch God of Highschool" video. It's gonna be a very interesting rating for this one. I'm gonna have to keep the same Demon Slayer energy for this.